All right, today we are here with Anthony, and Anthony is one of the students in round 2 of the private label accelerator we ran. And so Anthony's product, it is early March right now, and Anthony's product is his first product is en route. So he's actually not live yet, but we just wanted to kind of give you an understanding of how the stage works. But before that, Anthony, before you started your Amazon business, what did your life look like?
Yeah, so pretty much the typical 9 to 5 job, and I was, looking for side hustles on the side, and I had started with the drop shipping model, because I wanted to get into e-commerce really bad, and I wanted to get into Amazon, but everything that I heard was Amazon was a little bit more barriers to entry, so I started with eBay drop shipping, and I figured in that process I would be able to find a product there. Like if I got a bunch of suppliers, I'd be able to find something, and then once I found something that sold really well there, then I'd be able to go straight to Amazon. Was kind of my plan. And the drop shipping model, it was okay, but I wasn't making great money doing it, and I wasn't really finding that product. So I was kind of at the point where I knew that I needed some help. So I was following Mike and some of the other guys on Twitter for a while and kind of seeing like their Amazon journey. So I decided to reach out and set up a call. And they had this program that was going on. So it seemed like a no-brainer for me. A couple of other like-minded people. These were guys that got out of the 9 to 5 life, and that's something that I wanted to do as well. So it just made sense to me to try and hook up with them and learn from them. So partnered with Mike here and started looking for a product. He was a ton of help, especially because it was. I look back and I laugh at some of the first products that I was looking at, and just kind of Mike giving me the guidance that whole way. So now I have this product now, and I'm working on, building out this brand, and I have ideas for, future products that I want that I'm really excited about. So I think my product will be live in about 4 weeks now once it gets here from China. So in that time frame, I'm working on the other products now and trying to get some samples. So I'm just really more excited for this than I thought I would be. So
Yeah, it's awesome. And we don't give away products, but his first product is kind of a banger, and there's a number 2 that just fits right into it. So in terms of your learning of Amazon FBA, how long did it take you to grasp really the foundational skill of how to find products that you would feel comfortable launching?
Probably a little bit, like couple of weeks, maybe, like getting into it, because that was like my big issue. I was like, you know what, I don't even know where to start, right? I really don't. So then when we started working together, you started giving me that guidance, like it helped a lot, because some of the tools used for product research I also didn't know how to use. I kind of looked into them a little bit, but just kind of having someone there to guide you is just almost like taking a shortcut and just getting you there quicker to where you want to go. So I would say probably 2 to 3 weeks in, I felt really comfortable then going through with the criteria that kind of we had set up, and what to look for in our products. Because, like I said, the first couple of products that I was looking at, they just weren't great, right? And you were direct with me and telling me why they didn't work, right? So I kind of knew what to look for after the fact, right? So now when I start looking at products, I feel much more comfortable, like knowing where to look for them, and what types of categories work well, and the criteria needed for a successful product. So now I feel way better, but I would say it was probably a little bit of a learning curve for me to start. Having you there definitely helped a lot. So I would say probably like 2 to 3 weeks, and I was feeling much more comfortable in the product research.
Awesome. And so it's early March 2022. In terms of the Amazon brand, what is early Q1 of 2023 look like? What basically are you planning for this next year on Amazon?
Yeah, so for the next year, I'm planning on just building out this brand that I've created. So just trying to launch as many products within it and scale out as much as I can, and pretty much focus on working on, some other funnels that connect to Amazon as well, and just kind of branching out and having, multiple lines. So just that's pretty much it. Just kind of building and enhancing the brand that I have, getting more products under me, and making it look even more of a legit business than I have right now.
Yeah. And so is there, like, where does, in terms of building this brand, do you continue the same process that we went through, or do you want to, are you thinking niche out above the, kind of outside of the category that we're in right now?
Right now, I want to focus on the category that I'm in right now, and I want to get it to a place where I have multiple products, right? Probably, I think 3 to 5 products would be the sweet spot. Three is what I have in my head, but I wanted to get it there first, where it's really, successful and cash flowing, and then I'll look to niche out, right? Because I definitely think that that's an important piece, right? I would like to have more brands fall under my umbrella in the future, but for right now, I want to focus on the one and make sure that that is running smoothly and good to go, and is a success before I move on to niching out.
Yeah, yeah. And does any more of this year include your 9 to 5, or is that completely gone?
Nah, the 9 to 5 is done. I was able to put myself in a position where I'm able to afford a little bit of cushion, just with some other stuff that I have going on. But I have every intention that, the 9 to 5 that I left behind, that salary, I have every intention to have, the Amazon business overtake that piece for sure.
And we would never want anyone, you've been working 9 to 5 and been building up income. So we never want anyone who wasn't in a comfortable position, at least for the time being, to leave their 9 to 5. But once you see the numbers on Amazon, just through Helium 10, and once you understand the process, it does typically change your mindset of where the most value in your time is, right? Because if you stayed there, well, you might not be able to build the brand that you want. So
yeah, and 100%, like you said, with some of this, I really didn't realize it at first, kind of how good of an opportunity that it can be. And I think that's something that I picked up a lot during the product research, where I was like, whoa, like, you're kidding. Like, how is this possible? Like, for some of these products, right? So it's definitely really exciting to see that and kind of see the potential with it. So I think I have one of those products right now, and I think I have a couple more in the pipeline that will for sure probably out earn it, just because I know a little bit more now than I did with finding the first product. So yeah, I think the potential is crazy. So I'm beyond excited for it.
hell yes. Anthony, always a pleasure, my man. We're going to do a 6-month check-in, and yeah, I think you're going to have a little bit of fireworks to share. But yeah, man, it's cool to see. Anthony picked it up pretty quickly in terms of our, how students go. But if you do have to struggle through product research a little bit, there's resistance, but once you understand the process, it gives you this ability to say, okay, if I have time and capital, it's just continuing this. So, well, man, thanks for coming on. We'll talk soon, all right?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for everything, man. Talk to you.